Hello third years. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to make your portfolio on InDesign or on Photoshop. So we need you to do this so that we can have a very clear vision of what you've done this year for construction. So you're going to download InDesign. If you already have it, great. If you don't, contact me and I will give you a website where you can get the program. It's not an illegal means because it is super expensive and we are students and we do not have that money, but do not tell anyone that I have told you where to get the program, as it is illegal. So we're going to go over to Create New, and you're going to see here we're going to go over to the preset details. You're going to go to millimeters, you're going to make sure it's on A3, which is 420 if I'm correct. We're going to go facing pages, and you're going to start out with 25 pages. You're going to start on number 1, and you're going to have one column. Set this column to be 6 millimeters, and press enter. Then you're going to see what you're going to pop up with the screen like this. Your first page will always be individual, and your second pages all the way through to 25 are all spreads. They are under a master page, so you're going to go double click on the master page, close that menu. We're now going to go to text, insert a text bar over here however big you want, and you're going to say right click, insert special character, marker, page number. Alright, this is crucial as it gives us a guide as to where your project lies. The way InDesign works is this tool is for your selecting and moving things around, and then this is for direct selection. So if I was to place an image over here, I can only move it around with the selection tool, but I can move the image around inside of it with this tool. Now you're going to repeat the same process over here on the other side of the master. Text, draw the text, insert special character, marker, current page number. Cool. That is how you set that up. Hold down Alt and Shift to move in and out of your drawing. Alt or Shift, sorry. Now we're going to go over to your page number 1. This one we do not want a page number, so you're going to select none and you're going to drag it down to this until it highlights the first page. This will get rid of all of your preset master page items. A good way of doing this is to go over to your master page and select where you want an image to go. This is important. Make sure the fill or the stroke of the actual box is set to 0, or else when you print you will have a black box. Now you'll see in all your pages you'll have a square on that one side. Same thing applies over here. You can set this like this, like this, like this, like this. And if we go to one of our pages, you'll see that the actual boxes are appearing there. Now I prefer to be a little more hands-on, and it's fine to set up a guide of where you want your images to go, but at the end of the day it's totally up to you. I like to do this a little bit more hands-free because every page can be individual, it can be its own piece. Now you'd never want to cloud a page with too many objects. Now you're going to collect all the work that you're going to place in this file under one folder, and do not delete or move these files at all. InDesign never takes an image in directly, but it does take it as a reference. So when it comes to time to printing, it takes the actual image from the file location and it prints that image. As you can see, to have to take an image into the InDesign file, you simply have the thing open and you hold right click, left click, and drag it over into the box that you want to place it. Now you'll see the issue is that the image is not scaling properly to the actual image, and if you try and do this without holding shift, it will not do it efficiently. So a good way around this is to hit right click, fit content proportionately, and it will find its easiest way for the image to fit inside of your box. A quick shortcut from the selection tool, instead of having to go over there all the time, is to simply double click on the box rapidly. Then you hit fit to content. Make sure the orange box is selected when you're doing this fit to content, or else you will fit the box to the image and then it will completely mess out your entire portfolio. Now, an important thing to note is that we need 2 additional pages from you. These can be created in Photoshop or InDesign. So I'm going to display this in InDesign first, and we're first going to go over here. Never have more than 3 or 4 actual sizes of letters. So you have a large one for headings, secondary large one for subheadings, one for text that is a little bit smaller, and then the smallest one is normally references of dates, times, that sort of jargon. Alright, now over here I'm going to go contents. Number 1, part A. Number 2, part B. Select all of it, make sure they're all centered. Take your contents thing, you can underline it if you want. No bold text, please. So that's the first thing that we need for you to do. Make that look as snazzy as you possibly can. Now, in addition to the contents page, we need you to do a front page. From the front page, we need your name. Make it look very nice. Alright, then we're going to say b.arc3. I want you guys to look on your U-link for your construction code, module code. So it'll be 1DD113. And then you're going to say, under that, you're going to say portfolio of work during 2020. Now, all of this is underlined. I don't want that from you. I want you guys to think about this intelligently. So, use your subheading text. Make sure you give yourself enough space for everything. And then you're going to say Ken Nith Stucker at the end. So that is how you're going to structure your entire project. Comprende? You're going to have all your images from all of your parts. So the way I want you to do this is actually select your part, your final part you can take directly into the actual InDesign file, as long as it is a PDF or a JPEG. That is going to be on the right hand side page. On the left hand side page, you're going to include minimum 1 sketch, maximum 5 sketches of your process. Stuff that didn't make it into your part but is still very relevant to your thinking. Make sure it all lines up properly. You guys will probably have guides. I do not have that turned on. You go over here, you go extras and written guides, all that business. Alright? Make sure there are no strikes visible, and you're going to print. So now we're going to go Control P. You'll see that I use PDF 24. I want you guys to all Google PDF 24, and you go over here. You can do the add one, it's fine. You hit download. PDF 24 is one of the easiest apps to use because it gives you all of this. It gives you all of the different page sizes, and it gives you the ability to join PDFs together, which is invaluable in our size of work. Now, because they are all A3s, you're going to go over to setup, paper size, then you're going to go scroll up all the way up to A3. Go back to general. We're not printing individual pages, we're saying spreads. When you hit spreads, you want to go to your range. Alright? And you'll see that the preview is that the pages will be up like that. When you hit that button, it takes you to all the range of the pages that have the spread. When it comes to printing the individual page, the first one, it's all on PDF. As you can see, don't mess around with the settings. You're going to say range 1. That's it. Page. That's all you got to do. And you print the first page, and then you join it onto the rest when they are all spreads. This is great for when you want to print out big spreads and you want it to view as if it's a book. When you take it to the printer, you tell them that the entire document is in spreads and you need them back to back printed. You say print, it'll download all the things, you're going to save it. Portfolio draft 1. Now if we open up here, there it is. Isn't that just beautiful? Now, a big part of this is that when you are printing, and let's say one of your pages isn't actually doing the way you want it to be, always make sure your resolution is, and you want to do something into Photoshop, always make sure your resolution is under 300 or less. 150 is a good for digital format, 300 is probably best for your case because you will be printing your portfolios for us. Great thing, all of you know how to use Photoshop. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. File open. My contents page. Control A, Control C, Control V, Control T. Make sure it's all good the way you want it to be. Always hit flatten image before you print your PDF on Photoshop. Control P, exact same thing. Everything will be set up for you. If not, you go over here, advanced. Make sure this is under PostScript custom page, then you can edit your sizes over here to be exactly what you want it to be. Your DPI over there, doesn't really matter over there. And you say print. Proceed. Save. Contents page. Save. Then if we go over here again, contents page, you'll see it pop up the way you want it to be. Cool. So that is how you use that tool. This is so that you guys get the most out of your InDesign file. Understand? You're going to print your files either at a printing shop near where you are, and you're going to have it bound. There's no need for a plastic cover and a hard backing. Even bound by staples at the bare minimum is excellent. You're going to deliver your project to Nombiso on the 11th or by the 11th of November, 2 days before your exam. Thereafter, if you cannot print for whatever reason, because of financial reasons, you are to go to campus, go to the library, and print out your entire portfolio, either in black and white or color, suggested black and white, at the library. That is your last case scenario. Alright? If you are out of the country or out of the province and you cannot print to deliver your project, email us your project. But if you cannot submit your project in person, you are to give us a valid excuse, and valid excuses will be determined if they are valid or not by Ken, Deborah, and I. A three-way vote. If your family members work in the medical field, understandable. If your little brother is sick with COVID, definitely understandable. If you stubbed your toe and can't drive, not acceptable. You find a friend to drive you. Alright? That is going to be all for this tutorial. Page numbers, contents page, first page, and how you set up your InDesign file. Thank you.